Is it true that you overheard Kenny Rogers say that he needed a new song, and within days you wrote Crazy?
Almost. It was within a 24-hour period.
Okay, they're wrong.
So
We should
Lionel,
fix this.
I worked with Lionel for on his first couple albums. And I guess it was in between the first two albums. So it would have been like 83. I'm 19. Lionel recommends me.
This is crazy,
I
though.
know. Recommends me to Kenny Rogers, who's still the shit.
Right.
And I get hired for 2 days, 2 consecutive days on a Kenny Rogers album. So I go over and I'm singing on this one song or 2 songs, and I briefly like, "Hi, Mr. Rogers," But I'm in the control room and I overhear him telling his producer that they were 1 song short on this album. And he even said what he wanted. He said, I need that romantic ballad, We needed that song, he said, that song that says what every woman wants to hear and what every man wishes he could say. And I had a session the next day with him. So I went home to my apartment that night and I wrote this song called Crazy. And the next day we were on a break in between. They were taking one reel off to put the other reel on to sing. And I pulled this move that any other situation that could have easily gotten me fired because it's so not fucking cool.
I want to point out how ballsy this is.
It's not so much ballsy as it is just potentially stupid as
I
fuck.
did the same.
But you have to go for it.
Yeah, you can. This is the thing is that like people always said that Titus, you're out of control. I'm like, this has to be done.
Right.
And I heard what he wanted, and it probably came into your head. I mean, romantic ballad, you're the king. I mean, I was talking to Ray before we finished the story. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was saying there's so many people that had their weddings. Your music played at their wedding, and now that they've gotten divorced, they cannot hear that song anymore.
There's that, and I also when people come up to me, and as they do regularly at airports or restaurants or wherever, they go, "Oh, we used your song at our wedding," and I always go, "Should have known better."
Don't mean nothing.
Yeah, right.
You have another list.
Hazard.
So go ahead. So you wrote that.
Right.
Now, what was this like? Because is it just the balls of a 19-year-old where you're just like, hey, yeah, I wrote this?
No, I was really scared.
Okay, good.
But
you were smart enough. You knew your dad. That's why your dad.
Yeah. No, I was scared because I knew at its core, this was a fucked up thing to do for the background singer,
right,
who's not, by the way, a working famous background singer in LA. Right. He's this I'm a 19-year-old kid who's only done a couple sessions, and I'm going to go up to the artist and go, "I've got a song." Like, he could give a fuck.
Did you do it like that? Because that'd have been cool. Hey, I fixed your album.
Kenny, thank me now. I remember I was shaking, physically shaking, like I was kind of nauseous going up to him. But I remember thinking, this is a fucking opportunity you have to seize right now. Yep. And I also really believed that what I wrote that night before was really strong. And
with your background, it's valid if you knew it was good. I mean,
But I'd never had a song recorded.
He always says, when I started comedy, he would tell me, you have to be a little bit delusional to make it in entertainment. Mm-hmm. So
a lot delusional.
If you don't believe in you, nobody else is going to believe in you.
Absolutely true. And that's where I am right now.
Yeah.
They don't, and I do.
Yeah. But that you have to believe that whatever it is that you see for yourself, mm-hmm. and if you think small, that's what you're going to get.
Right.
And I was thinking big. I was like, I'm going to write a song tonight. I'm going to walk it in there tomorrow. I'm going to find an opportunity. He's going to listen to it and he's going to fucking record it. And it's going to be a hit. And to his credit, again, graciousness and a massive star. Like, this guy was massive.
What year was this again?
84.
Oh, he was peak.
83, actually, because the record came out in 84.
This is a peak. That's a little bit of the peak of his whole career from this.
Right
75.
before Islands in the Stream.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So he's still on that roll.
Right. He's still up.
He's just post Lady. So this is like 2 years after Lady.
Yeah.
And
wow.
So
Gambler? Was it Gambler?
Gambler was a couple years before that.
Got it.
So I just walked up to him. I walked up to him and I said, I know that this is probably not cool, but I overheard you yesterday saying that you still needed a song, and I'm a songwriter, and I overheard you say what you needed, and I think I wrote something that kind of fits that. And I cringed for a second because he could have easily said, "Security!"
Yeah, exactly. Why is the janitor fucking
exactly.
talking to me?
But again, gracious, he said to me, "Well, let's hear it."
Right
and
there?
I had no demo tape equipment or anything like that. We walked into this other room. I sat at a piano. He sat right next to me. And I remember my hands were shaking. And I played the song.
He sat next to you?
He sat next to me on the stool.
That's awesome. He's like, let's see this kid already has the biggest balls I've ever seen. Let's see how big they really are.
So
wow.
wait, so this is, and I've told this story before. So this is, when I get to the punchline, just know that this is a story I have told before and that Kenny jokes about as much as I do, okay? So I get to the end of the song and Kenny goes, "That's damn good. That's damn good." He goes, "Question. At the end, I wrote this line, 'You are the dream that finally came true.'" And then I finished the song. And he went, "You know when you say you are the dream that finally came true?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Could you say you're the dream that finally came true for me?" And I went, "Yeah, true for me." Simple as that. And he took 50% of the song. He was now my co-writer because that's how that shit worked.
Right.
And I had a day and a half of like, I can't fucking believe that this is happening. And right.
Yeah.
But then I was like, 100% of nothing is nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would actually rather have my name as a co-writer with, so that song came out, went to #1 on the country charts. And it says written by Kenny Rogers and Richard Marx. Cut to years later, he's doing, there used to be this show on A&E called Live by Request.
Right.
And I remember it just happened to be dial switching and he was on and he was doing, and people would call in and request songs. And somebody called in and requested Crazy. And he said, "Oh yeah." He said, "This is one of my favorite songs." He goes, "You know, Richard Marx really wrote this song, but I get half the money."
Oh, that. Again, the most talented people are the coolest.
That's
right. And
he's pretty gangster, actually.
Yeah, that is gangster. By the way, I took this kid over. He was 19. I raped him. Buddy, you got half another.
Right.
He said it on TV.
Look,
that's awesome.
He did, and he pulled a classic showbiz move. I got a really nice car out of it, and like I made a lot of money from that song. And I was 19 years old, and guess what? I could say I have a #1 country single right now, and it changed everything.
And you were still a kid.
I was still a kid.
That's craziness.
But I wrote songs with him over the years. He's not well. He's dealing with a lot of health issues right now. But I email him probably every 6 weeks, and he always sends me back in all capital letters. "Richard, thank you so much for checking in. I'm an old man now, but it's really nice to hear from you." And